Good morning and welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. We are all sitting and waiting for Ricky Pearsall to get back on the field. We got a very concerning update yesterday from Mike Silver, who was a guest on KMBR.
The other component of that is Pearsall, who looked amazing the 1.5 practices he was actually healthy since they drafted him, but has a shoulder thing that is now recurring and I think worrying over the long haul, something they knew about before they drafted him and were hoping wouldn't be a thing. He had a hamstring thing pretty early. So if you knew Pearsall was going to be out there and looking like he looked in practice, that would also factor in.
Hold on. Let me see if I got this straight. The 49ers knew Ricky Pearsall had some sort of issue with his shoulder before they drafted him, and they still took him in the first round above offensive linemen, above anyone else that could have helped that didn't have a shoulder injury. Didn't we just do this stupid thing with Javon Kinlaw's knee? Look, I don't know if Silver just found this out, and if he did, that's fine. But if he's known about this, how have John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan not been asked about it in a press conference? And they definitely better be asked about it after tonight's game. I don't want to hear about the backup quarterback situation. Who cares? I want to know if this team drafted Ricky Pearsall in the first round knowing he had a bum shoulder. That better be asked, but I'm not holding my breath. Now, one more for you before we go from that same Mike Silver interview on KNBR. We got another Brandon Aiyuk update and another Brandon Aiyuk trade rumor.
My updated information is that everything is still on the table, including all the trades you've heard about. And I know the Patriots have said, that's over, but maybe they're less likely, but I think that Steelers scenario where you get picks, flip a pick, get a player from someone else is on the table. I wouldn't rule out Washington. And I know there have been reports that the Commanders are out, but they just traded a receiver today. Adam Peters and John Lynch obviously can communicate very easily on this. That's the other team besides the Steelers that Aiyuk has, honed in on as where he wants to go. And I know people think because something gets reported that it's closed, but I don't think it's ever really closed, right?
Adam Peters obviously knows Brandon Aiyuk very well from his time in San Francisco, and it would be an incredibly shrewd move if he swooped back in at the end of this thing. Maybe when the 49ers are just so frustrated, they might be willing to do a deal that maybe they turned down earlier. We'll have to wait and see. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Friday. I told you about the Athletics' one thought on every offensive player on the 49ers. Well, David Lombardi is back again. He did one thought on every defensive player on the roster. Really good article. I know I bag on David Lombardi a lot, but this was a really well done piece. If you want to read it, click the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch, Levin Black and I caught up with former 49ers tight end Vernon Davis yesterday. That is on the YouTube. That's a YouTube exclusive. Please go and check it out. We asked him where he rates Brock Purdy, and you will be very surprised with his answer. One thing you may have missed, our old friend Logan Thomas is back. He was released earlier. Now he is back. It kind of makes you wonder, is this the end of the line for Cam Latu? We may get our answer sooner than you think. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network wherever you get your audio pods, and like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Click the bell so you know when we go live, like we will tonight. After the game, Levin Black and I will be here live, breaking it all down in the Instant Reaction Show, so you definitely want to join us for that. Enjoy your Friday. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk after the game.